All right, have and have not fans. It feels good to say that again. I mean, whenever I take a mini break from doing a halves video and I'm doing ambitions or Greenleaf or something else, it feels like a vacation that I don't want to take because I just love talking the haves and the have nots. And yeah, today is my birthday. I'm recording this at 4:43 a.m. If memory serves, I think I was born around like 7:30-ish. What? Basically, it's not technically. It's August 29th. So yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, this video is going to be up around the time I was born. So yeah, 28 years old. Same birthday as Michael Jackson. Always a fan. But for this video, talking what if. I remember touching upon this a while ago, but several people told me, well, Jeremy, we love your Erica, Warlock, Quincy videos, and why not talk about another character like Melissa? And Melissa is like an asterisk to me because I got tired of talking about her for a while because more and more people just kept asking the same thing. Remember last season, yeah, season 6. Remember during season 6 there was the big kind of roasting session when it came to Gavin or Jeffrey Harrington, his hair changing throughout the episodes. Like, what is he wearing that hairpiece for? What's going on with his hair? The people were dogging him about that hair like they were dogging Melissa about her lack of a belly bump, despite supposedly being a couple of months pregnant in the haves and the have not timeline. But for this particular video, we're going to be talking about, well, Jeffrey and Melissa, and what if they actually got married? And honestly, I don't think I want to go the full route of them getting married, but I remember way back when, I want to say this was like season 3. When did they get engaged? I forget. Well, they never officially got engaged. They were supposed to have an engagement party, but if I'm not mistaken, that occurred at the same time that yeah, that's right, Catherine had killed Jennifer Salison, because it was Melissa, Veronica, David, and Jeffrey, if I'm not mistaken. And Melissa's parents were supposed to show up. Like, that was supposed to be the first time we would have seen Melissa's father on screen, not in the hospital, because before that we had seen one time where Melissa was in the hospital with her father, but he was pretty much bedridden and I believe like asleep, because if memory serves, he was battling cancer. And that was another reason why Melissa's mother struck the deal with Veronica in order to save their family business from bankruptcy, and also to pay the medical bills for Melissa's father. And she wasn't paying it so long as Melissa wasn't seducing Jeffrey and keeping him in line. If you well, I guess you could say keeping him on the air quotes straight and narrow line. So that's why her father died. Now, I believe Catherine had called Veronica to come over and schedule the meeting with Jennifer Salison, but Veronica was like, no, I have an engagement party for Jeffrey. Oh, it will only take about an hour. And then that's what happened. And then, she got killed, and then Veronica was trapped in the house. Then David came to save her. And then when she eventually came back, Melissa was on the couch wondering what's wrong. And she said that she had been mugged or robbed, when we know for a fact she was tortured by Catherine. So what I'm trying to say is, remember, whenever I do these what if videos, and if it seems like my intros are lengthy, it's because I need to set the stage, because some people watching this video came into the show after these events happened. So when I say Melissa and Jeffrey married, it's like, what are you talking about? Melissa's dead, and what do you mean her father and her mother? I gotta set the stage. Not to mention people who did watch the show, well, these events occurred, at least 2 to 3 years ago. So yeah, we need to go and backtrack. So I remember during the whole engagement thing, and I don't think they ever officially got engaged. I remember, wait, did they? Actually, didn't Veronica force Jeffrey to propose? And Melissa said yes. I think that's how it happened. I could be wrong. Wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I believe because he was wearing his floral suit, and Veronica, I believe, slapped him in the face because he wasn't wearing solid colors like a man. So I do believe, if memory serves, Jeffrey was forced into proposing, Melissa said yes, and that's as far as it went. I could be wrong, but I think I do remember that happening. But in any case, what my theory would be, and this is what I would have loved to see happen, Melissa and Jeffrey make it to the altar. Like, they literally are in the church there, or, depending on how they're going to do it, because, Veronica, I don't know if it will be outside wedding. I don't know if it will be a church, but we know Veronica Harrington would make it an event. And also, I mean, if Melissa's father had died, there's no way in hell that she would agree to go through this wedding. Not to mention, there would be no need for her to have a baby. So I guess in this theory, let's say for simplicity's sake that Melissa's father was alive, because when we do these what ifs, we need to make it somewhat, I guess you could say, believable. You could also make the argument that, let's say, if Veronica fast tracked the wedding, just so it's like, hey, if you get my son to marry you within the next, few days, and we can go ahead and give your father that medicine he needs. But then again, Melissa could make the argument, but I want my dad to give me away at the wedding, so he has to be well. Yeah, there are so many stipulations with what ifs. This is why I rarely do them. And if I do, these are lengthy videos. But long story short, what I would have loved to have seen is when it got down to the, if there's anyone who objects, speak now, forever hold your peace. And I realized I actually been, in the past 4 years, I've been to like 3 weddings. Not a lot of weddings say that anymore, which actually makes sense, because in the social media day and age we live in, where people just want to go viral for nothing, somebody would just stand up and say something ridiculous and record it just to get the views and ruin someone's perfectly good wedding. So I can see why they don't do that. But in the magic world of TV, let's imagine the pastor did say that. And what if, let's say, Wyatt was the one to interrupt the ceremony, and then that could either be a mid-season or season finale, but either way, I think that interruption would have been the cliffhanger of whatever episode. And I think that the whole, either, let's say, if it was a week before the next episode or a brief hiatus due to a mid-season or season finale, during that time, I know myself and other fans would be like, yo, whoa, Wyatt's interrupting the wedding? Does this mean he loves Jeffrey? Is Wyatt gay? But not really. I think it's just one of those things where this could have been a great Wyatt development moment. Sorry if my voice is going out. I'm not sick. It's just like, I don't know. I just randomly woke up, so I should have drank water. But in any case, that would have been a great, and once again, I just love saying character moment for Wyatt, because let's say what Wyatt could have done in that moment is that, Jeffrey, you're my friend. You helped me out of a dark place when it comes to his addiction and whatnot, and I want to help you out of yours. Basically, what I'm saying is you shouldn't marry someone you shouldn't have to. And basically, it's one of those situations where, let's say, Veronica gets up and throws shade at him being a former addict and whatnot. And I say former because Wyatt got, let's just say in this theory, Wyatt is clean. He actually cleaned himself up. And what would have made it an even better moment if, let's say, Wyatt actually was in rehab, like he was gone for like half of a season, and then he randomly pops up at the wedding. Or if you want to have any more character development, let's say he comes home from rehab or whatever, and then he finds out the news from, let's say, Celine. Let's just say, and remember, we're taking a lot of liberties in this theory. Well, either Celine or let's just say Hannah, working at the Crier estate. She's the one saying that, oh yeah, Jeffrey's getting married to that girl Melissa, and then Hannah knows he's gay, so she's suspect about the whole thing, and then Wyatt's a bit surprised. Now remember the episode Checkmate where Melissa was first introduced to like Catherine and Jim and Wyatt at the Crier house when that dinner party where Quincy shook things up, and Wyatt was like girlfriend, and then people were like, oh wait, is Wyatt jealous? This would have been a great way to follow up on that. So he bursts into the church, interrupts the ceremony, and then Jeffrey and Melissa both agree they don't want to go through with this, and there'll be a big falling out afterwards. So I think that they could have really done a lot with the whole situation of Jeffrey and Melissa getting married, but they don't get married because of the fact that Veronica Harrington wants to continue the family bloodline. And I think it's been mentioned several times before that the one thing about Veronica is that she does not like public embarrassment. So to actually have a big ceremony that, again, Veronica Harrington would throw the biggest shindig of the year or the decade just to, say like, that's my boy. I think what would have happened is Jeffrey would have came out in public, and then like Jim telling David, who gives a damn, David? Everybody knows Jeffrey's gay. I think that would have been something else. We know Veronica would have burnt that church down, man. But that's really all I have to say on this in terms of the how where did I really want the Jeffrey and Melissa storyline to go. I like the dynamic that they briefly had when it came to working together, but it didn't last long. And the only time they really worked together was um the same night for Melissa found out about her dad dying and slitting her own wrist is when she said that, hey, here's the keys to my car. I know your mom's like sleep schedule and whatnot because she checks on me like clockwork. My car is parked around the corner because she says it's too raggedy to be parked in front of her house. You can go see that police officer you like. That's the one thing about Melissa and Jeffrey I didn't like, that we never saw those two working together against Veronica instead of being at each other's throats. So yeah, it is a shame, but oh well. But that's just like the what if they got married kind of thing I wanted to talk about. Really, my biggest point of discussion was the wedding ceremony. Like, I really wish that would have happened. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it if you do. Since it is my birthday, you know, if you want to donate a few dollars, there's a link to my PayPal in the description below. And I actually posted something on the community tab, my Cash App. Again, you don't have to, but you know, if you want to make a nice gesture for the birthday, a couple bucks, that'll be cool. You don't have to, but like I said before, if you don't have money to give, perfectly understandable. I know that it's, you know, almost Labor Day, so a lot of people have just, you know, finished up their back to school shopping for themselves or for their children, so it is completely understandable. But hey, a couple extra bucks goes a long way. No money to donate, like I said a couple times already, it's fine. Just please give this video a thumbs up and share it if you would like, and also hit the subscribe button if you're new, or get someone to subscribe. Trying to hit 90,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So let me know if there are any other character what ifs you want me to talk about, because Ambitions is gone. I got a couple more videos I want to talk about on that. Greenleaf is coming back next week, and you know, October is the Oval. I don't know about Sisters. I don't know about the Haves and the Have-Nots season 9 filming yet. But like I always say, as soon as any news trickles down the pipeline, I'll be sure to report it. And thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.